Alright, what's up, YouTube? I just want to talk about how I should have joined the military today. So I've just been thinking about it. I wish I joined the military when I was younger. I wish. Instead, I tried to be something great, and I joined the military academy after I graduated high school. And honestly, at the level, my physical level and my mental level wasn't there yet. Like, I wasn't ready for a military academy. I should have joined, like, a prep academy at least, or just join a regular military, man. That's what I should have done. I should join the Air Force or Navy, or the Army. At least something. Because I'm looking at all my family members, or some friends, or acquaintances I have that did join the military, and all of them are well off now. Or at least they're doing a lot better than the average American that didn't join the military. Like, they're doing so much better than most people during these times. And I know for a lot of people, it's a hit or miss sometimes. Like, some people might go in the comments and be like, oh, I know military members and they just off themselves, or they hate their lives, or they're on the streets now homeless, or all these other things. But so I guess I'll mention that this is anecdotal. This is anecdotal, I guess, because in my family, at least, the people I know, all the military members or veterans are doing well off. They're doing so much better than everyone else, and it's not even close. And I'm just sitting here realizing that's what I should have done. Like I said before, I wasn't really mentally or physically ready for a military academy, so that's why I'm thinking now, like, I should have just joined the normal military. Because, yeah, with the military academy thing, basically, I got kicked out after 3 years there, because I got fat, and I joined the band there, so never joined band, marching band. That was, like, the biggest waste of time. It, like, took so much time away that I could use, like, actually trying to improve myself to actually stay in the academy, but no. I had to learn stupid music sheets and all this stuff so you could play in the president's parade. Like, I played at Obama's inauguration. I was playing snare drum for, like, a military academy. Or actually the tenor drum, actually. I was percussion, basically, so whatever they needed, I did. So I did tenor drum at Obama's inauguration. So yeah, it's a marching band. Like, I'm so angry I joined marching band, because it's like, what can I use that for now in, like, real life experience? Like, wow, I can march, great. Wow, I could play the tenor drum or bass drum, great. Guess how many times I fucking used that in real life since leaving that academy? Like, no, 0 times. There's no times I ever needed to. Oh my god. I wasted my time. Fucking marching band. I fucking hate marching band so much. What a fucking waste of time. I wasn't paid for it. Fuck. At least if I joined, like, the normal military, if I joined, like, Navy or the Air Force or normal Army, like, I would have been getting paid, and then I could have joined the marching band there. No, I had to believe people and saying, like, oh, you could do this, you're so smart and you can make it if you just try your best, and everything will be okay if you join the academy. They should have just told me to join the normal military, man. Like, sometimes I wish people were more realistic with you. It'd be like, yeah, you're not that smart, and you're kind of chubby. Maybe you should, you know. That's why I should have spoken with a recruiter or something and just joined the normal military, because that's what they would have done. They would have been like, hey, you should at least work out first for like a year, and then try to do whatnot, this and that, and then come back, and then we'll recruit you to whatever, like the Air Force or whatever. I feel like, especially parents, lie to you. Parents especially are the culprit of this. They always think their kids are the best. Like, oh, my little kid's so smart, and he's the best, and you look at what their kid's doing, and it's like some stupid shit. It's like they're like some C student or something, and like the parents are still like, oh, they're so smart, they could do anything they try. It's like anything they could set their mind to, they could do. It's like, yeah, you're enabling this kid for failure and embarrassment. But no. So yeah, after 3 years, I got fat in the academy and I dropped out. But if I was in the military, I feel like that would have happened. Especially the marching band thing. That fucking ruined my life, basically. What a waste of time. And the military, I would have been getting paid. You're not getting paid a lot if you're like the basic whatever. I don't remember the ranks. But yeah, you still be getting paid, and man, and you're basically staying in barracks, and they're feeding you too. So it's like you're just saving all that money. You can save all that money, and then when you finish your 4 years or whatever, how many years the contract was that you signed for the military, then when you get out, you have all these veteran benefits. You have that money you saved up. If you're smart, you could have invested that too. And, man, that's what I should have done. Instead of, I was a normal fucking American fat retard that spent money renting in my 20s and tried going to college. So I spent lots of money there, and then basically my savings was gone. Any money I did have was gone because I tried to go to normal college, and then spending money on apartments afterwards, just working a job, and then paying apartments, which was like almost or most of my paycheck. So I couldn't really save or invest money there either. So now I'm kind of fucked. And I'm looking at these military members, like I said before, my family and friends. And yeah, this might be anecdotal, but they're so much better off than the average American. And so I'm actually thinking now, I'm kind of old now, but I still fall under, I'm able to join the Air Force and stuff like that. I'm now considering joining the military, even though I'm like older. It's gonna suck a lot more, but it's like, man, things are getting rough, and I don't think I can make it, honestly. Like, going to this job and then coming back and realizing, wow, all my money's gone from the bills and stuff. Awesome. And the wages are low. And at least, yeah, if I went to the military, I would have stuff saved up. So even if it's like, yeah, I'm not getting paid as much, I would still have that money saved up, at least to back it up with, Or if I could have more freedom in choosing like another job or trying to change jobs, but I don't have that freedom now. Like the benefits too, a lot of stuff that I'm worried about is like healthcare. Like I don't go to the doctors because I want to spend money. I want to save money. I want to spend money. I don't go to therapists because I want to save money. I want to spend money. All these other things I could have gotten like at a discounted price or free if I were a veteran. Um, oh my god. All these benefits, man. If I would have just joined the military when I was younger. I was saying it would fit my personality too. Because, like my father, he was in the army and he's like a government type. And he's one of those people, those fathers that would just like tell you to do things, like give you orders essentially. So that kind of made me like a yes man in my youth. Like my parents they weren't that strict, but compared to most Americans, yeah, they were strict. And they were immigrants too, so that's why they're more strict than most average Americans. Um, so yeah, I'm a first generation American. That's another thing. If you're a first generation American, like the military is another thing. Like just like the small town people, like for first generation kids, the military is the best way up for upward mobility. It sucks. It's like a moral gray area. I don't want to support the military industrial complex or support our country like having bases in other countries or weird stuff like that. I feel like the US should be an isolationist nation. Just bring everyone back home and have bases on our actual physical land in the US and have like the ships on the coast of the US and be like a defensive nation only. And let the other countries worry about themselves, man. Why are we... Well, the sad part is I do realize they can't, man. It's a little condescending, but honestly, sometimes it really does seem like other countries can't take care of themselves. They need... And I know why we have bases in other countries. I've seen a video on it, and like I've read articles why. Or the reason, it might be propaganda. Maybe it's just like neoliberal propaganda and stuff like that. But it's deterrence mainly. We have like nuclear subs all around the coast of other countries, and bases in other countries just to keep like the more aggressive countries at bay from invading other people or other smaller countries. I don't know, something like that, right? But still, I wish we'd just bring everyone back and just become a defensive nation. And like the military members could actually help the country by working on infrastructure, and we'd actually have like a beautiful country instead of like giving Ukraine and Israel all this money and stuff. So again, it's like a moral gray area, but still I think it's a good idea to join the military. And for people in like small towns or like first generation Americans or immigrants, joining the military is like the best bet for upward mobility. And again, there are risks. Like I said before, this is anecdotal where like most of my family members and acquaintances and friends I know, they are so much better off than the average American. But again, I see stories online at least of like veterans that are homeless now or like on drugs or they have issues, mental issues and stuff like that, and or off themselves, stuff like that. So I do acknowledge there's those types of problems with veterans. So it certainly is a risk. I mean, obviously, not everyone gets deployed into combat zones or see combat. I think it's a small percentage of military members actually go, like, shoot people and stuff like that. But still, I don't know. I don't know. I think it's a good risk to take. Man. Because now it's like, yeah, I don't know, man. And there's so many benefits of being a veteran, and it's like with job opportunities too. A lot of employers like veterans more or prefer veterans, and it's the same as having like a college or university diploma, right? Same as having like a PhD or something or bachelor's degree. Being a veteran, employers will see you and they'll be like, oh, this person was able to withstand a lot of bullshit. That's what it is. That's what school is, essentially. That's what military is, essentially. They'll see that. Like, oh, you're able to deal with bullshit for 4 years, or whatever the contract was. So you're going to be able to deal with our bullshit working here. You know? That's how I feel like what college and military and all these other things really are. It's like people see you and they're like, oh, you're able to withstand all that bullshit for so long. You must be like a real strong person. And they'll instantly like respect you and stuff like that. Um, Anyways, yeah, the respect thing too. Like people automatically respect veterans. That's a bad thing too, because I love you veterans would agree with me that some of your veteran friends are kind of sus. They're kind of questionable people. Not all. I feel like most military members are like upstanding people, but it's the same as anywhere else. There's people that are pieces of shit, basically. They're not right in the head, and they go parade as veterans, like, oh, respect me, I'm such a good person, and they'll be taking advantage of benefits and stuff. I was just at a military academy for only 3 years before I got kicked out because I was fat. But at the military academy, even there, when we'd go out into a city in our uniform, I know some people that literally were like, oh, let's go to each bar, see how many free drinks we can get for being in the military or being in uniform. It's like that's their goal. Like, how much free stuff can I get? And that's the type of stuff I'm saying. Like, some veterans are like that, where they're kind of scummy. But that's with everything. Every group, everything like that has scummy people like that. Uh, but overall, like, most people are upstanding citizens that are in the military. Um, but yeah, veterans, they'll get instant respect. They get benefits. Um, yeah, it's like another bad thing. Like, people automatically side with veterans more for no fucking reason. Like, if you have two politicians, and one of them's a veteran, the veteran's going to be more likely to get, support. If there's like an argument and you just drop like, oh, I'm a veteran, people are going to agree with your argument more, most likely. I don't know. Stuff like that. You guys know what I'm talking about. Um, but yeah, it's like not that I want that. Is that I want, or is it that I want the respect? Because I don't have any now. What do I truly want? I'm gonna be honest. Like, if I were to enter the military at a young age, what I'm wishing I did. No, I would have gone in there just for the money. Honestly, yeah, it's just for the money, and just to have like a savings at least when I get out, just to have a good head start with life, and you learn all these other skills kind of for free, and you know how to use a weapon and stuff like that. You'd be at least at the baseline proficiency for like at least a handgun. There's a lot of people in the military, they don't actually, do combat, They're in logistics, you know, stuff like that. I can't think of anything right now because it's late and I just got off work. I'm just sitting in the parking lot by myself in an empty parking lot, talking like I'm a crazy person, which I kind of. So yeah, man, I'm gonna wrap this up. But yeah, I feel like I should have joined the military when I was younger. I feel like I'd be better off, and I wouldn't be in this position I am now, where I have no choice but to stay at this job that I don't like and pays me shit. Like everyone else is getting paid shit in the US, but at least if I were in the military, I'd have something saved up from years of like getting free shelter and food in the barracks and stuff like that, and living abroad and not paying for an apartment, stuff like that. Um, then like the healthcare stuff, I get benefits if we're in the military. So much help with being a veteran. Um, Employers would be more likely to hire you just from saying you're a veteran. People like respect you automatically for being a veteran, which is kind of dumb, but whatever. I'm trying to gather my thoughts. Anything else I want to say about this, about the military? No, that's pretty much it. Like, yeah, I just wish I joined when I was younger. This is normal military. I feel like I'd be in better shape now. Probably not. I don't know. But all these things. But yeah, there's just a lot of benefits joining the military for the average American. Like people like first generation Americans, immigrants, people in small towns are just trying to get out. Like that's the best bet for upward mobility. And it sucks, but it's like, what else are you gonna do? Just work a shitty job like I am now, and like barely affording anything, and driving a shitty Nissan Versa. I don't have my own house yet or anything like that. I'm just too ashamed to date anyone because I'm just living paycheck to paycheck, paying bills. It's like there's no fun or joy in my life. Man, I could have had a Camaro. Alright, that's about it. I gotta go. Um, yeah, man. I just wish I joined the military when I was younger. I feel like that'd be a better choice for me because like I wasn't that smart, you know. If you're like average, that's the best bet. Like college, all these other smarter people are going to be there and outperform you. Same with the military academies. You have to be like at least top. I'd say it's 1%, man. I'd say top 3% of your class in high school to do that. So I'd say, actually, let me be more lenient. Top 5% of your high school, I think you'd be able to make it and be like in sports or something, so you're actually physically fit. Yeah, no, I was like top 15% of my high school. So yeah, it's like top 15%, but compared to like colleges and especially the military academy, I'm a fucking retard. I'm like dumb compared to everyone there, you know? Um, and like physical fitness, I wasn't like the best in sports. I wasn't like the top player on my football team or anything like that. Same thing, like physical fitness, I was probably in like the top 20% or 30% actually physical fitness in my high school. So again, people like me, like kind of average or even slightly above average, you'd probably have to just go into the military if you have nothing going for you. Or have no plans, especially with college being as expensive as it is now. That's another thing, I guess. College, you'll get like the free college, kind of, if you join the military. I forgot how it goes exactly, but they'll pay for some of it, some of your secondary education. So yeah, lots of benefits with joining the military, and I just missed out on everything, and now it's too late. I'm old, and like, yeah, I'm thinking now, like, maybe I should join the Air Force, but it's like, I don't know, man. I also love freedom of being a normal civilian. Because, yeah, when you're in the military, they own you, basically. Like, they do own you. And it's like that joke where people, like, there be people making fun of OnlyFans girls, or like calling them prostitutes or whatnot, but then like someone in the comments would be like, that's pretty much the same as being in the military. Like people are using your body for pay, basically. So yeah, it does suck, but I mean, if you survive like the minimal years you can do or whatever you want to do, I feel like the benefits outweigh the risk of being in the combat zone or the risk of mental illness or the risk of whatever other problems veterans face. But man, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong in this, but I just wish I joined the military when I was younger instead of just trying to be like a normal fat American pig loser. All right, I gotta end this for real. All right, yeah, that's about it. Bye.